dignitaries on the dais, my good friend and senior colleague, Mr. Taneja, Mr. Purandare, Dr. Nikhil Javeri, Mukesh Bhai Shah, and my senior colleague in GSFC till recently, Mr. Bayani. We had a wonderful drill function. So let me first of all compliment all participants in the drill function, the young officers in particular, and those from the university who helped organize it. The leading luminaries, the fire professionals who have come, I didn't realize this, not only from Gujarat but even from Bombay, Delhi and elsewhere. Director of Fire, Gujarat State, who was here till recently, probably is gone, left now. Senior colleagues from GSFC, I'm glad that all of you could make it. In particular, Mr. Mishra and his team of fire professionals. It's indeed a very important day in the GSFC calendar, I would say, that in our campus, a new, vibrant, currently a small, but in the days to come, it will be a very important institution has come up. The whole concept of FirePlex, before me, Mr. Bayani and Mr. Taneja, Mr. Mukesh Bhai have talked at length about it, so I would not like to repeat the points they have already made. But the matter of fact is that there is a huge scarcity of trained personnel and training facilities. In fact, Mr. Taneja alluded to the project that was given to GIDM when I was Additional Chief Secretary of Urban Department. In fact, those of you from Gujarat and even from outside would recall, during the COVID period, there were many fire accidents, particularly in hospitals. Very unfortunate, a lot of people died, and that is the time when a great deal of awareness was generated, focus was placed. Sad as those incidents were, they helped in creating awareness in the larger society that we have to proactively look at this sector and ensure that proper fire facilities are available. But when we spoke to the hospital management or the hotel management or the other institutions where as urban development department, as municipal corporations, as nagarpalikas, we were trying to impose those very stringent fire regulations which are part of the existing act. The common refrain from them was, where are the professionals? Aadmi nahi milte hain, trained log nahi milte hain. And yes, it is a fact, as most people in this room know, other than the Fire Institute at Nagpur, which is probably outstanding. I don't have personal experience from, but what I hear from people who have passed out or hired people from students from Nagpur, it must be an excellent institution. But then there is a huge gap. Every state has a few institutions, some recognized, some not so recognized. So the kind of professionals who are coming out in this field are of different quality. I wouldn't say indifferent quality or poor quality. They are definitely serious people who have done their training seriously. But if they don't have the right kind of facilities, amenities, training infrastructure, then chances are they may individually be very brilliant, but they could possibly not be up to the mark, especially at a time when industrialization is taking place at such a frenetic pace all over India and in Gujarat in particular. So this gap was there, and I'm glad due to the efforts and conscious efforts of GSFC University. I forgot to mention the board of directors, some of the members are here. Professor Nandini, welcome. So this gap was recognized, and the BTech program which was mentioned and the other program was started. And today we are seeing that continuously, by focusing on this aspect, GSFC University has come up with a drill center, a FirePlex-Agnisankul. I am sure it will help in creating a better set of trained manpower in the days to come. I would also encourage, I was checking with Mukesh Bhai, that how did he manage to get such a large number of professionals, and then Mr. Taneja mentioned that he has invited 500 people from different industries. And it's a fairly good audience considering that it's a holiday and a day when everybody is in a hurry to go back and celebrate. Even on such a day when the hall is half full, that's a great thing. I would encourage that the time that we get after this event is over, the networking dinner should be utilized properly to build deeper connections, give your feedback from whatever you have seen at the Agniplex, so that over a period of time we can improve upon it. All I can say from the GSFC side as MD, we have a full commitment to GSFC University. The very fact it carries the name of GSFC means that every success, and already there have been many, every success of GSFC University is a success of GSFC. It helps in our branding. You are the ambassadors. I am now addressing the students in particular. You are the ambassadors of GSFC. 10 years, 20 years, it's a very small, new universities. Like Mr. Taneja mentioned, from 400, you have grown to 2,000 now. So the students who are going out, and I'm sure many of you would be achievers in your respective fields, you will always carry good memories from this institute. You would talk highly about it, and more importantly, GSFC would be known not merely as a chemical company, but as an educational hub. And that's where we see our future. After all, we've been in this city for more than 60 years. I believe, and I hear from many of the veterans of the city, that GSFC has contributed to the culture of the city. At least it has enhanced it in maybe to some degree. The very fact that GSFC can come up with such a cultural center by spending a lot of money is indicative of what we wish to do. And that is that GSFC is just not a profit-making chemical company, but a company which is deeply associated with the city of Vadodara, and in that sense, the education purpose or the gap in education or the improvement in education, if GSFC can contribute it any which manner, I as MD can surely commit that we'd like to do so. And the university's progress shows that the results are good, very encouraging. In the days to come, I'm sure Agniplex or Agnisankul and or FirePlex will add to the glory of GSFC. And with that, I conclude for the day.